Before we begin to depict the contribution that technology has on inclusion, we must first understand inclusion itself and its significance within education. Inclusion was first recognised as an important aspect of education in 1997. At this stage, inclusion was primarily focused on pupils with special educational needs. However, this has since evolved. Booth and Ansco have summarised some of the ideas which make up effective inclusive practice within the Index for Inclusion. A point of particular relevance is that inclusivity within education involves reducing barriers to learning and participation for all students, not only those with impairments or those who are categorised as having special educational needs. This suggests that inclusion within education has rapidly evolved and is now the outcome of effective practice that reduces barriers for all, despite of their ability, gender, culture, race and religion. However, a possible challenge is how do we really do this in practice? Technology is rapidly evolving, and the involvement of this within the primary classroom is becoming increasingly valuable to children's learning. This is also the case when promoting inclusive education. On the basis of Bechd's analysis, using ICT in schools to support inclusion can enable learners to communicate, participate in lessons, and learn more effectively. It is broadly documented that ICT can improve independent access for students to education. This is the case for all learners, not just those of SEN. An example of this is the national use of interactive whiteboards. Through research, it has been found that above all ICT used within schools, the interactive whiteboard has the most potential impact on learning and raising standards of attainment. It could be suggested that this is due to the range of learning styles the IWB caters for. In terms of Gardner's multiple intelligences theory, the interactivity, sound and visual aspects of the interactive whiteboard suit kinesthetic, auditory and visual learners. However, it is important to point out that this is only beneficial to children's learning if used effectively. As Warwick and Mercer suggest, interactivity should refer to what users do with the tool rather than to a property of the tool itself. Another beneficial contribution technology has on inclusion is its ability to support pupil communication. Worth found links between this and confidence gain and social credibility. It is common knowledge that the percentage of children with SEN attending mainstream schools is rising. Speech, language and communication is an aspect of development that can often be affected. Children that fall under this umbrella term are at a great disadvantage as they have to learn in an environment where the medium for learning is their major weakness. I have seen examples of how technology can support this in practice through children using the Picture Exchange communication system on an iPad. PEX is a unique communication intervention package that allows users to communicate through pictures. This package was originally offered through the use of plastic borders bound together by binders and laminated pictures. However, this has since evolved and the professionals are now using the communication system on an iPad and tablet. The ASDF supports the use of iPads by proposing the idea that they can be tailored to the child and their specific needs, which makes them more attractive than traditional learning devices. Additionally, children can master the use of iPads faster than adults, suggesting the intervention could be used at a younger age. On the other hand, Iskevich has proposed some challenges for the use of the iPad. She suggests that schools will have to figure out policies and funding on how to provide iPads, and in addition to this, due to the mobility of the device, schools will need to determine if children will be permitted to use them at home as well as in school. The use of the device at home will provide consistent and continual intervention, potentially increasing communication and language behaviours. Returning to the notion that inclusion concerns all learners, I will now discuss the contribution technology has on supporting pupils with EAL. The Ethnic Minority Achievement Team suggests that digital technology allows pupils with EAL to work at their own pace, repeat, listen, record own voice, and use online translation facilities. This also maintains bilingualism by having multilingual word processing and access to first language websites. NowDIC support this idea and suggest that enabling learners to write in their own language raises status of minority languages and promotes inclusion. The contribution that technology has on inclusion is endless, due to the range of areas inclusion now entails. So much so it would be an impossible task to mention them all in a 4-minute video. Likewise, the term inclusion is forever evolving, and how are we to know when we are actually providing full inclusivity? I guess we are all on a journey of inclusion, and through making this video it has come to my attention that technology will play an invaluable role in this in the future.